All right, you guys, I'm about to tell you the story of how my friend got kidnapped in Haiti. I'm going to tell you how we got into the situation, and I'm also going to tell you how the story unfolded and what happened to him in the end. So, literally, just like 30 minutes ago, I get a phone call, and I'm hearing all about this. My friend, he flies to the Dominican Republic. This is an American guy, okay? My American friend flies to the Dominican Republic and he's having a good time, right? That's a very beautiful country. I've had some other people that I know visit there, and there's nice beaches and friendly locals and all that good stuff. Well, this guy's been on a rampage, right? He has been sending it country to country. So he thinks, oh, hey, I'm already in the Dominican Republic. Why don't I just go over to Haiti, and that way I can check it off the list? Because, a lot of these people are into seeing as many countries as possible. Anyways, so he's like, all right, I'm going to go over to Haiti and just check it out for like a day. So he goes over there, you know, he goes to Haiti. He finds his way into Haiti somehow, some way. And then he ends up spending the night there, and everything's cool, right? He's got a local guide from the Dominican Republic, nice guy, totally chill, everything's going well. And so they're on their way back to the Dominican Republic, right? They're like, okay, no big deal. But the thing was, he's going through a village, and this is a border town apparently. He's going through this village, and they run him off the road. Like, they get in front of the scooter when they're going really fast, and they have to swerve, and they get off their bike. And then these like villagers, like 30 villagers, are like pulling at him and his friend from arm to leg, just like pulling at him like every which way, cannot escape from these people. So then all this commotion brings in the real big head honchos who run stuff. Apparently it's very hand to mouth over there, as the way these people put it, whereas like people are really struggling to survive, their needs are not being met, or if they are, it's on a daily basis. And anyways, these guys with assault rifles pull up, and they have the patch, right? They've got the flag on their corner, but you know are they really even a part of the government? Like, who are these guys, right? They have assault rifles, and they grab my friend, and they're like, all right, we're going to take you to the police station, right? They're taking him to the police station. And this is like a dilapidated building, like with no roof. Looks like it's all made of concrete. It looks like an unfinished building, basically. And they stick him and the other guide into the room, right? And this guy, the guide, is just crying. He's like, oh no. He's like, please, please, he's my friend. Like, this is his first time here. Please, like, no, no. As if these people like care about whether it's his first time in the country or not. I think America shut down there's no embassy there. So it's on a red zone. Americans aren't supposed to be going there, right? So, anyways, so these people are like, they're in his face, and they're talking Creole. I guess that's what they speak over there. And they're talking to each other, and they're whispering, and they're looking at him, and they're smiling, and they're, intimidating. And one guy, he whips out a pistol and starts waving it around and just smiling at my friend, right? Just smiling at him in the face while he's trying to figure out, like, are these people like a part of the government, or is this a local gang? Like, you can't even really tell, right? You don't even know, with the political instability, what is going on over there. And they're near a border, and they have guns, so you assume they might be the authority to let you in and out of the country, maybe with a passport stamp. But it's just so lawless that he doesn't even know, right? So I guess there's a captain guy, and eventually they have to work out a deal. And they're whispering, like, that he can pay to get out of this. So they're basically bribing him with weapons to be able to leave safely, because that's the kind of the way it works, you know? If things are unstable, if there's not like the land of the law going on, anybody with a gun in a certain situation is the one with the power in that moment. So that's kind of the way it works. If there's no fear of a higher authority, whoever has the weapons and the people has the power to extort you or treat you how they feel fit. So he's in a bad situation and he's like, am I going to get out of this? So eventually they're in this building. He starts doing push-ups. His friend's like, what are you doing, bro? Are you crazy? Like, what is going on here? And they come to a price. And I guess it's about $600. $600 to keep your life. I don't think they threatened to kill him, but they threatened and they did confine him into a space where he could not leave. He could not access the Dominican Republic. Yeah, man, he was screwed. And it's crazy because, like, first he starts out with these villagers, like, pulling him, off the scooter and trying to rob him, to, like, these dudes with guns, then coming him, kind of saving him, and then coming in to him like, all right, now you have to pay this much money so you can leave. So it's just like he's going from being torn apart by villagers then to these guys with guns who are like, give me your money or you're not going to leave here. So I guess he was able to come up with the funds to pay that bribe, and he was able to make his way back, They gave him a couple passport stamps and they sent him back to the Dominican Republic. But yeah, dude. So he is alive. He is alive and safe. And I mean, what a crazy thing on a Monday afternoon to hear your friend is kidnapped in Haiti. And he made me and a few other people aware that he was going, and he's like, a picture of him on the back of a motorbike going into Haiti. Don't tell me it's not dangerous. And literally I was about to write, hey bro, warn him about how dangerous Haiti is, or how dangerous I've heard it is. And after he wrote that, I was like, oh, all right. And I didn't, I didn't message him how dangerous it was. And sure enough, he gets kidnapped and held for ransom. And I think he got off lucky, to be honest. He got off lucky because, one, they could have kept him there for days. Two, they could have bribed him for even more money. Three, he ran into a group of people who are not complete professionals, obviously, because we've all heard the stories. I mean, I've read books, plenty FBI negotiations of diplomats from America being kidnapped and held for ransom, and they want $40,000, $100,000, and the FBI basically has to negotiate them down to, from what I've heard, more around $5,000. Because you got to think, $5,000 in a country like Haiti is like more than a year's salary. Definitely. It's definitely more than a year's salary. So, you pay off the dudes, they go drinking, they go party, they go crazy, and you get your people back. But man, to be in that situation as a civilian, knowing there's no American presence in the country, I mean, like, who's to say you could even call on a diplomat from America that would even help you out at that point? Because it's like, you might just be SOL, like, sorry, man, you shouldn't have gone, which he shouldn't have. And I think in his mind, he was like, I'm going to cross off another country on my list. But it's like, there's just some places you just don't want to go, There's some places you just shouldn't go because some societies have kind hearts. But if you're going to a place that's struggling like that and they don't have anything, I mean, you're looking at somebody who's looking at you like, this is a way I can get out of poverty. This is a way I can find leverage for myself, when I think most of us are in a position where we at least have food and we have safety, for the most part. There are dangerous places around here that I'm sure maybe you might live in, or I've lived in some sketchy neighborhoods, but sketchy is relative, Sketchy is like, I didn't live in Haiti, you know what I mean? I didn't live in a place where there's no work and there's no order to things. You don't feel protected by the government or the police or even your own family or tribe. Like, you really don't know what it's like when you're just scrounging, when you're in a place where maybe you did have order and all of a sudden that order's gone and you're relying. You used to rely on a system, but then you're relying on, you can't even rely on a nature, right? A garden structure to feed you, or, weapons to keep you safe, or whatever that might be, or just social, barriers like Buddhism or Christianity promote goodwill towards other people. Yeah, man, that stuff can go out the window, and it's just really like makes you think how grateful you should be for having these things. Because I think when you have a good thing, you don't understand it. Like, you take it for granted because things are going good for you, and when you lose it, and I think that's a stereotypical statement, but if you've ever been in a position like that, you know what I'm talking about. And America's been in order. I mean, we have problems in this country, we have poverty and substance abuse and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, and violence that happens. But for the most part, it's a structured, secure place. And yeah, I can't imagine what it's like being over there, what my friend went through in that experience. Shout out to you. You know who you is. Um, Glad you're safe, homie. Glad you came back, in one piece. And yeah, man, look up the advisory list before you go anywhere. Look up that advisory list and make sure that wherever you're going is safe and you're going to be protected and you can enjoy your time safely and securely with good food, friends, and, people you meet along the way.